Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday, 27th of April, 2021. Welcome to Hindsight episode 4. This one's going to be a real quick one. We're going to take a look at BSL, Blue Scope Steel Limited, plus KGN and Vulcan for today. The movers for the day, the ones that I paid attention to, and of course, we're going to look at how things could have been done better. Now, we have BSL here on the back of a financial announcement today. It gapped up to $23.46 roughly, up from $22.12 from the previous close. Now, this was on the back of a financial upgrade. They went for the quarter. I think the profit guidance went from 700 mil to $1 billion, something along those lines. It was an increase of about 30%. Now, one has to factor in that if you look historically, we've gone from lows in January of about $15.90 all the way up. This is factored in, ladies and gentlemen. We have basically a 35 to 40% move for the quarter. So if we have profit guidance upgrade of 30% and the share price rose 35%, guess what's going to happen? FOMO gap up into a smash down. This is something I talked about in Discord pre-market. However, the book was actually looking all right on the match. So I'll bring up what the match looked like. So even though there was going to be a fade at some point, I didn't expect it to be in the first minute. So got caught out a bit on the match. Here we are. The stock is just opening here. The book looked all right. And I recorded the morning session so we can take a real brief look at what it looked like. Match was 23.50 until the final second or so. It bounced between 23.50, 23.60. We've got a big move all the way up to 23.99. But really, it was 23.50, kept reloading a little bit, and it really just went down from there. So that spike that you see on the opening shoot, that really was just a few dollars worth. It really came down to spread. So that there really was no opportunity to short from 23.99 onwards. That really wasn't an opportunity there, even though it looks like it on the candles here. So we got the book. This is playing at 1x speed, and really, it was just a slow grind down. I got caught out on this. Obviously, I do not go full size on the match on these things that have a lot of spread. It's about scaling in for me. So I went match long. There was no choice but to bail out pretty much straight away. The stock just went against us immediately, down 20 ticks right off the bat. There's not much you can do. I guess from my perspective, it really is about scaling in, because look at the spread. You've got your 7-8 tick spread, and when it matched open, there was even more of a spread. So these kinds of plays, even though the book was looking okay, there was nice stacks. I think they got pulled, but it happened a little bit too quickly. But there were stacks on the bid behind the opening price, and I think they got pulled. I haven't had really a chance to look back at it, and you can just see it's just hitting the bid, fucking reloading the ask, hitting the bid non-stop. This thing was a short every day of the week, a little bit too slow. Unfortunately, didn't catch the opening drive down because I've basically just got old man arthritis. Wasn't quick. I fumbled around on my tickets, didn't have preparation down for this to go the other direction. I had too many buy tickets, not enough sell tickets. I fucking butchered this one. Doesn't matter. Minimize loss on the long at least. That's all that matters, is that I had my tickets ready for the closing the long position. Took a hit there. The important thing is that I did end up catching this for a short at VWAP. Most important play of the day is VWAP short, and that's all she wrote really. And it really is about, if I just get rid of the bands here, first level, second level, that's VWAP, break first level, retest first level, break second level, come back, retest second level. It's just beautiful TA, really. Beautiful technical analysis. I did get spooked on this candle, however, and I knew what was coming, right? I knew what was coming. I was expecting a gap fill, or more of a gap fill, so I did get spooked on this candle, did close out my short here. I'm happy with this ride. Happy with it. Technically, everything just worked. Break, retest, VWAP short, second break, second retest. There was the opportunity to add on there, but I felt that my size was just appropriate enough that I didn't want to scale in. I was happy with that move. And I guess I did end up being right with the gap fill. It did end up shooting back down. It looked like higher lows were coming. higher highs didn't eventuate. That should have been a clear signal to go short, but I was kind of busy today. That would have been the plan. That would have been a perfect execution, but I was busy for the day. I really only ended up trading for about an hour today. We had Kogan as well. Now, the important thing about Kogan, and this applies to pretty much anything, right? $10 level is here. Massive wall at $10. The opening drive didn't get there. It was going to get as close as possible. So I started scaling out here all the way through. The idea is, and you can see this happen on A2 Milk. You can go historically back, have a look at A2 Milk, what happened there at the $10 level, the amount of respect that it had. We're talking about the third day from a news announcement that this was moving, right? There's not going to be opening drive, opening pressure to crack through a monstrous $10 sell wall. So the goal there was to close out as close to $10 as possible. Didn't expect it to even touch. I expected it to touch it there sometime today and bounce off it, but it looks like it didn't actually get there. I think 10.02 was the lowest point. Yeah, 10.02. So didn't even really get there. I expect it's going to be a real grind, perhaps a bounce for tomorrow. If we look at the daily chart, and we can just see the range. It's a massive range news day. Following day, slightly less range, and even less range for today. Right? It's getting weaker and weaker on the drive down. We now hit a key level at $10. Now, is there an opportunity to go long, ride it back? Yeah, maybe. Am I going to touch it? Sweet fucking Jesus, no. I would never go long on this shit. Bottom picking a massive downtrend? Not a fucking chance. There is the opportunity to do some risk management here for a play like that, right? If some of you people are degenerate enough and you haven't got really anything else to trade, maybe there's an opportunity to catch something at 10.01, 10.02 in the future and have a tight stop loss. Now, here's the problem with that strategy, right? Here's the problem. How many stop losses are sitting at 9.99, 9.98 and market? Yeah, it happens all the time. You crack the $10 wall, you have an instant dump to about 9.95, 9.94, maybe 9.92. Don't know how many orders are there, and it just insta bounces back. Look at A2 Milk for reference. It dips down a few cents, comes back up. It's a monster level. So keep that in mind. Look, there's something there. If there's a trade there for you to take, if you want to take it, good for you. It's fucking poor risk management, I think, poor trading, but that is what happens. Maybe there's a buy order somewhere at 9.94 to catch the crackdown, catch the bounce, and maybe there's a few ticks there. Personally, I don't like it. It's too slow unless there's another big news event to crack $10. There probably isn't too much there, but it's something worth paying attention to. The next one was Vulcan. This one was a nice catch at VWAP. Now, when it broke to the upside, really it was just about holding this trend line. That's it. That was the trade. Around 8.12, catch it. Didn't hold this level. Went through. Managed to get what? Maybe 12 ticks out of it. Nothing too significant, but that was the trade for today. Again, I only really had an hour for today, so that is pretty much what I made of it for today. And that's it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.